Even in 2022, Better Call Saul, the sequel to a super popular TV show Breaking Bad, has maintained pretty healthy ratings and remains as one of the most watched shows of recent times. However, with rumors of a likely ending soon, one would wonder where it leaves the show's incredibly skilled cast. What we do know, though, they appear to have done pretty well for themselves. From fancy beach houses to expensive cars, the cast has earned it all. In today's video, we look into how much money the Better Call Saul cast has made and how they've been spending it. Bob Odenkirk rakes in a bank. While Bob's, aka Saul, character was more of a comedic relief in Better Call Saul's predecessor, his tragic hero storyline on the show made him a fan fave. After 4 acting Emmy nominations, Bob Odenkirk reportedly earned a mighty $200,000 check every episode, boosting his net worth to a whopping $16 million. So what does he do with all this money? Hollywood Hills home. With his career on the peak, Bob Odenkirk paid a hefty $3.3 million for a lavish home in Hollywood Hills. The 1940s Spanish-style house has historical characteristics such as inside archways and colorful tiled stairs, a kitchen family room combo with a fireplace along with a living room, a gorgeous dining room, and a library attached with a home office, plus 5 spacious bedrooms are among the 2,827 square feet of this gorgeous hill home. That's not all. The house has some of the most stunning views of the canyon to offer as well. Cars. Bob Odenkirk has proven his acting ability in both humor and drama, and with Nobody, he has now graduated to absolute badass. And when it comes to a car with attitude to match, the Dodge Challenger was a wonderful fit for the actor. The sports car, which comes with a hefty price tag of $70,000, has 3 SRT-tuned variants that produce more than 700 horsepower, making it one of the most powerful engines on the market. We gotta say, he might be fooling around on screen as Saul, but Bob's taste in real life is exquisite. Charity and causes. Other than spending on expensive cars, the actor also supports several charities, such as Alliance for Children's Rights, American Foundation for AIDS Research, Amnesty International, Red Cross, and Smile Train. His support for causes involving children, creative arts, environment, health, human rights, and poverty are not a secret. The actor, along with his co-star Rhea, hosted a charity event and raised funds for the Cardboard Playhouse Theater Company and New Day Youth and Family Services. Jonathan Banks down for a ride. Jonathan Banks repeats his Breaking Bad role as Mike Ehrmantraut, who may be one of the scariest guys on television. The veteran actor is also recognized for films like Gremlins and Disney's animated Rapunzel's Tangled Adventure, and he has amassed a net worth of $5 million. Banks is reported to be making a massive bank of about $100,000 per episode for Better Call Saul. Malibu home. Although Jonathan is not your flamboyant, ultra-rich celebrity, he still has a pretty fancy house in Malibu. The huge $1.185 million 4-bedroom, 5-bathroom, and 4,708 square foot home is reported to be bought by the actor back in the 90s. However, his home was burned down in an unfortunate fire back in 2018, and he reportedly only escaped with a few photo albums. Not much is known about his new abode since. Cars. It may not seem like it, but the veteran star is a huge car buff, and he has a pretty interesting taste in his automobile selection too. The first ever car he owned was the '54 Packard, and since then, the actor had a thing for vintage cars. Although it is not confirmed how many cars he has in his garage, we know for sure whatever he's hiding in there is a vintage beauty too good for this world. The heart of the series, Rhea Seehorn. Rhea Seehorn, who played Kim Wexler, Saul Goodman's former colleague turned friend turned lover, is an award-winning flair who Rolling Stone dubbed as the heart of Better Call Saul in 2020. Even though Seehorn has had series regular roles in shows like Whitney and I'm With Her, Better Call Saul was her biggest break to date, and Celebrity Net Worth estimates she's worth an awesome $3 million. Rhea's breathtaking jewels and attire. Like all women, Rhea loves her jewels. The actress owns some of the most beautiful outfits and jewelry from the top brands, and the way she carries her attire and flaunts her accessories on the red carpet is something younger starlets should take note of. From plunging V-neck gowns at Emmys to pleated chiffon gowns and the most recent stunning flared red gown, the actress has donned it all. We have to say red is Rhea's color, and she knows it pretty well since most of her red carpet appearances have been some gorgeous red outfits. It was also refreshing to see Rhea add a pop of color to her outfits with emerald earrings at the Emmys. She was recently also spotted in gorgeous Greta Constantine and David Yurman jewelry at the SAG event, making heads turn and hearts flutter. Patrick Fabian lives it up. Patrick Fabian is one of the wealthiest Better Call Saul cast members with a massive $35 million net worth, thanks to his long resume. Howard Hamlin's role as a sophisticated and aggressive lawyer is just a small part of his career, but boy, what a vibrant character it has turned out to be. And if sources are to be believed, the man earned a bank during the show and clearly has been spending it well too. And this reflects in his stunning Malibu beach home. Fabian, unlike his screen counterparts, is an outdoorsy California surfer boy in real life. So much so that he and his wife paid a whopping $11 million for a luxurious oceanfront mansion in the beachside enclave of Malibu, California in 2020. Originally built in 1953 as a modest mid-century beach cottage, the house has been restored and significantly expanded over the years. The three-story home was sold for $8.1 million to a non-famous Calabasas businessman in early 2017, who then gave it an organic, modern-themed renovation before selling it to Fabian. The 4,250 square foot structure, which is built set cheek to jowl with the neighbors, has a two-car attached garage and a gated courtyard shaded by a couple of mature ficus trees and glass sliders that open onto an oceanside veranda spanning the whole width of the house, offer breathtaking views up and down the coast. Charitable Fabian. Other than his lavish lifestyle, Fabian also supports a range of causes, which include AIDS and HIV, animals, autism, children, family, parent support, and mental health, and contributes to charities including Best Friends Animal Society, Elizabeth Glaser Pediatrics, AIDS Foundation, and Lily Claire Foundation. He's often spotted at charity events pitching in his bit to make the world a better place. Now this is the kind of rich we won't eat. Ed Begley Jr. Clifford Main, a senior partner at Davis played by Ed Begley, was introduced to the audience in Season 2 of Better Call Saul, and even after Jimmy McGill leaves his law firm, his character has remained a comedy bright spot with appearances in later seasons. According to Celebrity Net Worth, the actor is worth an estimated $5 million. Ed the Environmentalist. This one is very responsible with his money. The prominent actor and committed environmentalist acquired his first EV car from a phone book search in 1970, way before it was even cool. It was a rusty Taylor Dunn. Over the next few years, Ed worked with others to get EVs converted from gas automobiles, each one a little better than the last. He eventually leased and bought some of the first commercially available EVs, such as the GM EV1 and Toyota RAV4 EV, which he now actively uses. Giancarlo Esposito. If you don't know Giancarlo Esposito, you've been living under a rock. His amazing portrayal of Gustavo Fring in both Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, Los Pollos Hermanos, became a household name and an actual pop-up restaurant. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Esposito was only scheduled to appear in a few episodes of Breaking Bad Season 2, but producers saw that Walter White had met his match in Esposito's Fring and invited him to stay for Season 3. The actor is worth an estimated $6 million and reportedly took home $65,000 every episode. Yogi Esposito. All work and little play may have turned Jack into a dull boy, but Esposito is not in danger of becoming one. Esposito makes sure to take lots of time off between assignments to enjoy some much-needed R&R. His favorite activities include practicing his downward dog during yoga class, belting out a tune on his trusty saxophone, and soaking up some LA sunlight while riding his motorcycle around town. Now that's a life worth living. Also, a philanthropist. It's no secret that making good films is not enough for an actor these days. If they wish to be respected by their peers and loved by their fans, they must also perform the good works. More and more stars are putting their toes into the philanthropic pool, and Esposito is no exception. Over the years, he has donated his name, face, and money to charitable organizations, most of which have had some connection to the environment, the arts, or education. In recent years, the Waterkeeper Alliance, Kids for Peace, among many others, have all received the actor's funding. And that's how your favorite Better Call Saul stars have been spending their hard-earned dough. Who is your most favorite character on Better Call Saul? Comment below and let us know. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next one.